Probably man that's got the same move with every club. I'm the only golfer with the feeling of greatness. I'm the only golfer living that's got the master move and the feeling of greatness.
Hey, welcome to the Feeling of Greatness podcast. Exciting day today. I have Tony Lucero with me in the studio. You know, Tony's been here for a couple of days. We've just been deep diving into so many things. Not sure we're going to go into all those things, but it's one of those times when I bring Tony in. Tony is, you know, he titles himself as a peak performance activator mojo. That's really, he helps people bring out their mojo. I've known Tony. How long have we known each other?
I don't know. It's been
25
probably years. Yeah. Back in the early
25
days.
years.
Yeah.
We met a long time ago, but we've been doing numerous things throughout the years. We've kept in touch, obviously, both on a personal level, on a business level. You're here right now working with me and the team on just mojo, like understanding we have such a great thing that we do here at Graves Golf, and finding the best energy levels to deliver what we do and get the message out. And you touch us on so many levels and touch what we're doing on so many levels. It's really hard for me to describe. I can personally describe it because you and I, you know, we're close and we have really good conversations about life and family and how we want to live a quality of life. And we'll go into some of those things, but yeah. I'm excited because I get to share with you today on the Feeling of Greatness podcast. I get to share with you kind of behind the scenes on my life and the things I do, because in essence, Tony, I mean, I'm always encouraging people to hire coaches, not just on their golf game. I mean, this morning I worked out with my fitness coach. I'm working with you here for the next 5 days on my personal stuff and as a business coach. I have coaches all over my life for the different areas. I encourage coaching. One of the things I would ask you as we get into that conversation is I know what the value of a coach is to me. I mean, personally, I've done it my whole life. The mentors I've had in my life, including you, I've just had these great people that I've connected with that add an objectivity to my world. They bring things to me that I wouldn't normally either feel comfortable doing myself, push me to a new limit, maybe of expanding my own growth as a human being, or make me better at my sport. Coaches do so many things. What do you see? I mean, you've had coaches in your life. What do you see? What are we missing if we don't have a coach?
Yeah. I mean, it's to have somebody that is not with you day to day, right? That sees how you kind of operate. And there's these things I call blind spots. We get these blind spots. We get this feeling like, man, we're good and we know everything, and life just kind of happens. And what a coach allows us to do is to bring to the front of your life, like things you might not be aware of. You know, like I can come in here, like as we're going through looking at your business or conversations I had, I can just kind of announce things and you go, oh God, that's right. Yeah, I do need to do that. Well, a coach can identify things like that, maybe shorten the time to get to wherever you're trying to go. That's why, you know, golf people, professionals hire coaches. They're trying to get there, but until they see it, feel it, know it, can see it outside of themselves, it's very difficult to try to troubleshoot and figure it out yourself. It
is. I'll tell you, for me, the first thing you have to get through, you have to become vulnerable, because it's uncomfortable to have somebody in your life pointing out the stuff that the weaknesses you have, or the things you're not good at, or the mistakes you've made, and just sitting down and going, okay, and being open to, hey, look, I don't know enough about this. Like you said this morning, we were driving around the car, you're like, you don't know what you don't know.
Yeah.
And so, good coaches, and obviously you're one of the best, will be able to point that out in a very objective, non-judgmental way and say, listen, I've seen you operate. I've seen the way things are going here. Here's some things that I see happening here. You're not an idiot. You're not a bad person. You're not a moron. But there's some things I'm recognizing here that you may want to take a look at, and let's look at these things. And to me, that's just the vulnerability you have to go into it with. If you come in there thinking, I know everything, and what's this guy going to tell me? Yeah. You know, it's just not going to work. So, I mean, you have a great way of doing that. That's why, you know, we've been talking about this for a while, but like I said, you got to get down here for a few days. We got to spend some time.
Yeah.
I have no idea how long it's going to take, but let's just dig into what's happening with me, what's happening with Graves Golf, what's happening with what goes around this place. And I want to get your objective view of how do I make this great? How do I make it better than it is? How do I make myself better than I am? That's what's great about having you here. That's what's great about having a coach.
Well, it's what's great about you being able to put yourself in a position with everything you've got going on to be vulnerable, to know that's important to do that, to kind of surrender in a sense. But interesting though, the last 40 hours we spent together, I see things and we talk about it. And then all of a sudden, this morning I heard you down in the kitchen, like you know the answers. Like a lot of the stuff that I'm bringing to surface, you're like, gosh, man, I know that. Like, or yeah, that's right. Or, I thought about that before. So what a coach really does is bring to light the things that we inherently really, really know. Like if we're working on a golf swing, we really know what we want our golf swing to look and feel and be like. We know that it takes time and practice and patience. And sometimes you got to step back before you go forward. And so if you're willing to go through that, a coach just exposes it. Look at some of these people that play at a high level, pick any athlete, to slow them down to say, hey, what you're doing is okay, but what if we try this and have that patience to be able to do it?
It's funny. A good friend of mine coached Carlisle for the Pacers. One time he called me. This is probably, this had to be 10 years ago. And he's another friend of mine that is a consummate coach, right? He'll call me and just coach me. And he's always been that. Matter of fact, he caddied for me in a couple tournaments when I was playing on the tour. He came and caddied for me. He's just a coach. I mean, he's just at heart, he is a big-hearted coach. Well, he calls me out of the blue, and a lot of times out of the blue because I don't hear from him during the season most of the time. And he goes, tell me right now what you're afraid of doing. I go, well, and I think I said something like, I'm really not real comfortable with this. And he goes, okay, good. Go do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's like, go right now. He goes, I'm going to hold you accountable to this right now. Go. Let's get it. And he made me go through the process of, all right, you ready to go? You're going to go do that, right? Yep. Okay. I'm checking on you. And he made me go do stuff that I'm uncomfortable with. Mm-hmm. And the whole thing about this is coaches make you do things that you know you should do.
Correct.
Like you're doing with me. But for some reason, I'm just that procrastinating that far in it where I'm like, I can just get away another day without doing that, Yeah. Like I did okay today. I didn't get that done. Coach is like, no. Time to do this, right? It's time to get off your ass and do this. And so that's the push that I need with you and as a coach. And I mean, everybody needs that push because it's so easy to get lazy. It's so easy to put it off another day and put it off another day and put it off another day. And that's really why I think that I said, you got to get down here. We got stuff that we need to accomplish.
Yeah. This, what you're working on right now with your book and everything you've got. I mean, as I go around, every time I come here, there's another moving piece, it's so these moving pieces until you really understand what the intention is with that moving piece, it just becomes another piece.
Yeah.
And so what we're doing is we're taking these pieces and we're creating something that's palatable, something that's more organized, that actually when we do something, we know why we're doing it. That one of the first questions I asked you was, what's this end in mind? Like, what is the end in mind with you? And you just kind of went,
I don't know.
Yeah. It's difficult. Yeah.
That question, like, what's the end goal? Or what's good? I've been asked that so many times in my business. I've been asked that. And it's like, and if I was trying to answer, I was honestly trying to answer that question. And to me, I wake up and do it. Like, I don't think about, well, my goal, like if I said to you, my goal is to make $30 million. I'm like, okay, if that happens, it happens. I'm going to wake up and do the same stuff. I'm not going to do anything different today than I am tomorrow because I love what I do. Now, there may be a better strategy to get to that goal. And that's what maybe you're going to say, well, okay, Todd, you're doing what you do. Let's do it in a smarter way. But at my wake up, my every day, I'm living the dream, right? Mm-hmm. So it's like, what's your end goal? To live the dream, which I'm already doing. Yeah. Is it perfect? No. Is it easy? No. Is it sometimes frustrating as hell? Yes. All those things are above. So again, I'm thinking I have a hard time answering the question, but we're narrowing it down in a lot of ways, to the point where it's like, hey, you're doing a lot of what you want to do. You've created this amazing golf academy. You got Graves Golf. You got, you're bringing people in here. You're helping people around the world learn the single plane swing, all the things that I'm passionate about. I'm living my passion, but are we being the most effective? Are we is the team that we've put together here, are they getting the most out of it? We want the team to grow. We want to do the best thing for the company and the team. It's not just about me. Like, I have a lot easier time thinking about the benefit for the team and the company than I do myself, So like, I'm fine. I'm good. I do what I love to do, but could I do a better job for the guys at the company? Could people here have better lives and do better? Could the people coming into the company have a better experience? That's where I tend to focus on more than I do. What can I get out of this? It's just the way I am. I mean, look, we all want to live bigger and better lives. I don't think we'd ever, but you put another few $1 million in my bank account, it's not going to help me.
Right.
It's not going to do me any good.
Right.
It doesn't do much for me. It's like, okay, great.
Yeah.
I can look at it and go, more numbers, that's not it for me. I've learned that, but I'll tell you what, you put another practice green down there where I see kids chipping on it, and those kids are out there learning the game, and because I decided to build the green bigger for more kids. That's more exciting to me for some reason, or I see that the couple we saw out there today on the golf course.
Yep.
Well, that was fun. There's a couple over there. They're on the left side of the fairway. We were coming the other way, and they're on the side. And we went over and said hi to these people. And first thing she said was, we had a motorcycle accident.
Yeah.
Right. She had to tell us a little story about them. They're finally getting out, able to play golf again after some accident. They got injured. I guess they were together. I didn't really
probably,
ask.
yeah.
And so now they're playing golf. I was like, this is great. Where are you guys from? Yukon, which is about 25 minutes from here. And I was like, what are you guys on there? Well, I think we're trying out the golf course. That was cool to me, because here you have some people that are finally able to get out there, enjoying the golf course, a beautiful day outside, course is beautiful, or enjoying the thing. And what did I build this place for?
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Built the place for those two people out there to do that. That was more exciting than that was my exciting part of my day today.
Yeah.
Other than you.
Well, thanks. But interesting thing about people, and this is something I've learned over the years, you can ask somebody a question, right? Like, hey, how you feeling today? And we always have this first knee-jerk reaction. Oh, I'm feeling great. And if you ask it again, no, how you feeling today? No, life is good, same day, another dollar. But if you ask it again, hey, how you feeling today?
What's really going on?
Here comes the shrapnel, right? Here comes the stuff. And so when I ask a question like that, when I work with somebody, is I know we always have this surface response, right? How's business, Todd? Oh, God, it's great. We got this going on. Great, Todd, how's business? And then as we get through the layers of that, and then all of a sudden the true message, the true feeling, or what I call that mojo, if it's there or it's not there, it starts to unveil itself, right? And so that's what I want to get to, because when you have that, we just experienced today, and the putting green, how you just perked up when you start talking about, God, if I had created a place that did this, that brought stories and created that feeling for people.
That's it.
So all these other things, all these other things are part of it. Absolutely. But at the end of the day, man, what are we known for? What is our footprint? Right.
Yeah.
And what you've created, your story it's one of the rarest stories in golf. Like, if not the rarest story, how you met this entity, this legend out of a whim, and would led to him to be able to,
It was funny. I was telling you a story yesterday about that, the progression of me. A lot of people don't know, the process of what you go through. You meet a guy like Mo Norman, who basically became my mentor. First he was just a guy that I was like, hey, this guy's amazing. I want to learn what he knows. And then you become friends, and then he kind of takes you under his wing, and he kind of mentors you. Now he doesn't walk up and go, I want to be your mentor. It's not, Mo Norman's not going to do that, but then you connect, and then he realizes, and he'd say things to me like, you're the only one that really wants it. You're the only one that really wants it. And so pretty soon you're on a connection level. Maybe it's just a spiritual, energetic level that you're just connecting on the same level. And he sees the want in you. And so he's willing to give his time. It's just all that together. So time passes, and, he passes away, and then, I want to carry the legacy forward. Well, it's not just the legacy. It's not just, this guy, Mo Norman. It's what he stood for. It's who he was. He discovered a swing. Yeah, great. It's better hitting golf ball. Yes, all that stuff. But it's just the idea to me of carrying forward a legacy of a unique individual that did it his way, that bucked the odds in a lot of ways. There's so many characteristics about Mo Norman that I admire, other than just the golf part of it, And that's the part that I'm like, that's the part that I really, really think is powerful about about Mo's story, and then, put me into the mix. And now the next level of that is, well, I want to be able to take this and teach other people with it. Well, then I had to go through the whole licensing process of Mo Norman. How do you own somebody's name? How do you own somebody's likeness? Well, I dealt with his estate, all that stuff. And then, I was telling you the stories about just the dealing with Canadian people that were upset of me doing that, how I'd go to Canada and people would be, well, why as an American, why are you doing this? And I told you my response was, I was like, why didn't you?
Yeah.
Why didn't you do this? I mean, this guy's performing miracles with golf, and he's been this, but I'm not the only one that saw it. I'm the only one that did anything about it, So, I mean, there's all these different levels. There's the emotional connection that I had, the mentorship, the friendship I had, and then the business side of it, which, is kind of what I'm in now. And it's just all these layers, and yeah, it's complicated. It's hard. It's why you come in here and we sort through the complexity of it. Like you said yesterday, what did you tell me yesterday about complexity? You said your job is to take.
Yeah. It's kind of like you have these pieces of a puzzle, like laid out in front of you. Right. And so how do you start a puzzle? Some people start with the outside pieces, they want to do the frame first. Right. And then they go from there. So what I have discovered in my past is that I have the ability to take messages, energies, frequencies, whatever, and take them and hone them in and make them simple. Just like what you do. You take the sign, you've taken words and a feeling and translated that in a way through science, but you've also made it so simple now, like so intelligent, as you call it. Right? It's just like, this is like, this just makes so much sense.
Yeah.
And so you are a master at that. And in my world, I have the ability to see things and go, hey, have you ever thought about doing this? And we were talking about departments that you have in your life, personal and business, and putting things on a shelf, in a compartment. Right. Yeah. So it's not leading into the next thing. You have pieces that all look the same, like, no, and you're trying to put the same pieces up that doesn't fit, and battling that. And that's what people in business do. We battle. We try to make it fit.
We do battle. It's funny because, and I think you've asked anybody in this building, anybody over here, you got Clayton that's helping us with the podcast. You ask anybody about Graves Golf, they're gonna see over the last 4 or 5 years overcomplication. Like we have overcome. I mean, and I think that's a lot of it's my fault because I'm a visionary type guy that's like opportunity, get it, opportunity, grab it. I see all these opportunities and all these things, and then pretty soon you're like, we gotta simplify this thing down. And we're at the level now where I think if I had to look at, we were doing 100 things and then 50. Now we've got it we're getting it narrowed down pretty well. And I'm excited about that. And it's so funny how you come back to simplicity. I mean, it's like a single point swing. It's just simplifying it down to its core elements, keeping it clean and simple. And I'll tell you what's hard for me about that. I feel like we're not doing enough.
Enough of the,
I don't know,
the pulling of the weeds, the getting rid of all the excess. What is it?
I think the way I grew up in my family was you got to work hard. Life's hard, and you got to work and work hard. So it was kind of like this mentality: the more you do, the more you can get. The more that you have to do a lot to be successful. So sometimes I sit back and I'm like, I'm not doing enough. You said this morning when I was walking in the parking lot, you said it's hard, isn't it, Todd? You said it's hard to let go, right? And I'm like, yeah. I feel like if I step back and take my foot off the gas pedal, it's all going to stop. It's really hard for me to do that. It's like, I don't want to take my foot off the gas pedal. But when I do and it works, I'm like, oh, God, that's been the challenge for me pretty heavily because I want to take my foot off the gas pedal, but I don't want to let the boat slow down,
Yeah. I mean, it's a culture thing. We talked about that too. It's a culture.
Yeah.
So we have to, every business and even you're a culture. Like your culture is how you show up every day, who you stand for, your values, your morals, your principles, all that. That's part of your culture. So that has to be part of whatever we're creating in our lives, whether it's a golf business, whether it's, pick something, building anything, you've got to bring that culture. What is the feeling that you want, not only you starting with you to have, but everybody around you?
Yeah.
And get people to, I don't want to say buy into it, but get people to go, yeah, that feels like something.
I think you would agree with this. I mean,
yes.
Yeah. Told you. No, I think there's been plenty of times in my life. Tracy mentioned this the other day when we were eating dinner, that just the right person shows up, like you show up. Right person shows up, and I've been fascinated by this in my life because the right people just show up. But I've attributed that to being in the right frame of mind or frequency.
There you go.
To
Good.
attract it.
Yep.
Because I know the opposite happens. I know that when you're in a negative frame of mind, bad things show up. It's kind of like you attract it, right? So I just know that, okay, then let's just stay in that positive framework, work towards the objectives and the passions that give me all that energy. And then the right things just show up.
That's
and
mojo.
Trust.
What you're talking about is mojo.
Mojo.
It's you. For me, when I say the word mojo is the truest, authentic self. When somebody, forget me, anybody, when your mojo is working, man, bills are getting paid, sales are getting made, people are coming, joining, like life is good, relationships, everything is just flowing. I call it mojo flow. The second we step away from that and we're in and out of mojo, we lost our mojo, we're not being our best. So we have to figure out how to get back into that space. And when you're in your mojo and you're in that frequency, like you said, then the person shows up. The idea comes to you in the shower.
How do you get in those frequencies? How do you get there if you're not in there?
There's a process. The first thing you can do, and this is so silly, but I teach this. Do this.
Smile.
Put a smile on your face. Start there. And what are you grateful for right now at this very moment? At this very moment.
Being right here with you.
Me too.
Yeah.
So in that space of gratitude, then you can start to shift whatever was going on prior to us getting here. I know you were doing some stuff on the golf course, and but once you are in a state of gratitude, put a smile on your face, you're present. Past doesn't matter. This thing that's happening in November 1st, that doesn't matter. It's this moment. So how do you make this moment good? Well, what do I feel so grateful for right now? And I got Clayton right there. I got these microphones. I got these beautiful,
just be here.
Just be here. Start there. And then once you're there, guess what you get to the next moment?
Be there again.
Be there again.
Yeah.
And so then you start to realize, oh my gosh, I've gone a whole day in this beautiful frequency or energy. And then a day turns into a week, and a week turns into a month. And all of a sudden, the things that you wanted to get done, they just happened. God, these guys came up with a great idea today.
It's so hard sometimes. Because it's so easy to project out into the future and think, oh my God, what if this goes bad? Or what if this?
Oh, sure.
I mean, you could just go for days, and just, it just happens so often, and your brain just starts traveling on these paths. You said to me, I have a morning routine. Mm-hmm. You have a morning routine.
I do too. Yeah.
Give me your morning routine if you don't mind sharing.
I
don't mind sharing mine, but share your morning routine to how you get your mojo ready for the day.
Okay. So I'll start with the night before. Okay. So I know how the brain works. Being a hypnotherapist, I know that the subconscious brain is an amazing tool that is damaged, or it could be something that's very powerful. So I know that when I go to bed, I say these things. I'm so grateful for, and I usually do 5 things. Just at this moment, I'm grateful for, I'm in this warm bed. And your bed, by the way, is amazing. Your guest room, oh my God.
Everybody loves that bed.
That thing.
I think I'm going to take it back.
Yeah, okay. That thing is, but anyway, so grateful, find 3 things you're grateful for. And then I say this, I said, tonight when I close my eyes, I'm going to sleep more sound, more peaceful than I've ever slept in my life. I'm going to sleep like a baby. And when I wake up tomorrow morning, whenever that is, I'm going to wake up fresh, alive, energized, feeling and looking 5 years younger. That's what I say. And I condition myself like a Cocker Spaniel, teaching a Cocker Spaniel how to go pee outside. When I wake up in the morning, I wake up every single morning without an alarm clock. If you told me, hey, Tony, we got to get up at 5:30 tomorrow morning, I could be up at 5:30 tomorrow without an alarm clock. Okay. Just because I can tell my brain, hey, I'm going to wake up tomorrow morning at 5:30, alive and refreshed. So I play this game with my brain. Then when I wake up in the morning, I don't have a phone that wakes me up. So I just wake up in bed, and the first thing I do is I just close my eyes. I put this crazy little thing, called a smile, on my face. And I have 3 things I'm grateful for at that moment. Take a breath. Thank you. I might feel my heart. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the warmth. Thank you for the, another day to be my best. So I've already started 99.9% better than most people on the planet, because they're going to reach for their phone and boom, they're lost in social media land.
Yeah.
And whatever's on that first thing they see, that's going to pretty much dictate the start and maybe the completion of their day, because now they're going to take that conversation into every meeting. And so I'm very aware of my mojo, making sure that I'm good first. And if I'm not good after 3 gratitude things, I'll do 4.
All right. I want to give you my,
Okay.
and you tell me what you think about this. And
Okay.
if you think this is totally crazy, tell me.
I do.
Pretty normal. This is how it goes, me and him.
You pre-framed me, so I can't go anywhere but that.
I know. I won't pre-frame you. What do you think about this?
Hate it.
I start my day with pain.
Yeah. So
I go to the gym and try to experience pain. And the reason, follow me on this.
Okay.
Is because I'm doing the same thing you're doing, telling my brain you don't control me. Right? I'm saying you don't want to experience this, but I'm going to make you experience this.
Yeah.
So I'm telling my brain, you don't have control over me. I control you. And I go, we're going to go through some pain right now. And I get my workout out of the way because that's where I experience the pain. And I feel great because, grateful because my brain didn't control me.
Yeah.
Got a good workout in. My body, I benefited my body. What do you think about that?
Okay. So first, I don't think, I feel. And what I feel and what I know, I love it. If that's your process, before you do that, there could be some steps along the way.
I'm gonna incorporate a lot of what you did there. I like that.
Yeah, Tracy's right there. I'm so grateful for that. We're here, whatever, the dogs are, whatever. So you do all that and you take that into this idea of your word pain, which my feeling, my energy would say, God, that's just such a, is there another word that still brings that feeling to you? Like, hey, I'm going to stretch myself. I'm going to challenge myself. It doesn't have to be the word pain. Because I know that word pain, because this is a Joe Rogan thing. This is I like to get in that cold ice bath. I got to feel and battle my demons and slay my dragons. Okay. Is there another thing that you can do that still brings the same benefit that doesn't carry that heavy feeling of like pain? Could it be discomfort? Could it be, I'm going to get uncomfortable. I'm going to stretch myself.
I'll put it this way. So I'm not going to use the word pain. I want to challenge myself.
Ooh.
I'm going to challenge myself to do something that I don't want to do. So I'm going to challenge. I think it challenges the word.
Love it.
I'm going to challenge myself because look, I'll set a workout for 6 o'clock in the morning. I don't want to get up at 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
I'll wake up at 5:30 and going, God, just 30 more minutes.
Yeah.
I'm so tired.
Yeah.
Tony wore me out yesterday with all this. And I'm so just want to sleep 30 more minutes. But then it's like, no, I'm getting up.
Yeah.
And then I get up and then my next step is get in the damn car. Because if I go sit in front of that computer or get on my phone, it's going to be like, get in the car, start driving to the gym. And then I get to the gym and my trainer, his bright face is like, I'm going to beat your ass today. I'm like, great, let's do this.
Yeah.
So it's just like the whole process. And then I get through it. I'm like, that was awesome.
Yeah.
That was awesome. So I don't know. There's just let's put it this way. Forget the word pain. I want to have a success in the morning.
Yeah.
I want to have an accomplishment in the morning. Like I just had a win.
Yeah.
I want to start with a win.
The fact that you're doing that though, at your level of life, with everything, all the pieces of the puzzle that you've got in your life, you still do that, right? That you're doing that for yourself, regardless if the word pain is attached or challenge or whatever. The fact that you're doing that is next level, right? So that's a statement that you're making. No. I got this. I'm in charge. I'm in control. Yeah, we're going to push ourselves. We're going to stretch. We're going to see what's possible. We're going to the unknown. I don't care, but I'm doing this because it feeds you. Yeah. It feeds you. And that's how you operate. And
I think inherently I'm a wimp because like inherently.
We gotta say that. Can we get that? Let's dub that.
Inherently I am because here's what it is. Like the other day I was at my gym and he has cold plunge in there, right? Now, cold plunges are normally 50 degrees.
Yeah.
This is 36.
Yuck.
Okay. Right. And so I'm walking out of the gym and I know the guy that owns the gym and he's like, Todd, where are you going? I was like, I just finished workout. I'm out of here. And he goes, you going to recover? I'm like, no. I'm good. I'm going to go recover with Starbucks or whatever.
Starbucks.
And he goes, no. He goes, cold plunge with me. I go, nah, man, I'm sorry. I forgot my swimsuit. And he goes, I got one for you. Like, shit.
This guy.
Damn it, you. So I'm like, all right, let's do it. So go back there, swimsuit on. There's 2 cold plunges. One there, one there. He goes, I go, dude, I'm afraid. I go, I don't want to do this. He goes, coach you through it. He goes, here's what you're going to do. He goes, you're going to get in there. You're not going to think. When you get down in there, you're going to breathe. And you're going to take deep breaths. And I'm going to tell you when you can get out.
Yeah.
Fine. So I go down there, down to my neck, this 36-degree water.
Oh, geez.
And I am about to die. But I'm like, breathe. So I'm breathing. and I'm looking at him because he's in the cold plunge that's across from me, and I'm looking at his face, and I'm like,
his was probably heated. It's probably a heated one.
It's probably 72. Yeah. I'm like, and all of a sudden, what's interesting though is I'm 45 seconds into this cold plunge, and my body starts warming up, and I'm like, hey, this isn't so bad, But if I moved even a millimeter, it was cold again. So I was like, I'm frozen now. Do this. So I made it about 2 minutes. Didn't make it.
That's amazing.
2 minutes.
That's
so
amazing.
I pop out of there, and dude, like my body's tingling. He's like, "How was that?" I'm like, "Yeah, that was a win right there. That was a win for sure." I was like, "I don't want to do it again," but that was a win.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, so it's like challenges like that. Like sometimes I got to be forced and coached because sometimes I'm like, "Hey, would I do it again? Yeah, I'll do it again." But it was good to have a coach there pushing on you because I would never. That's one thing I would never do.